So there's an option that you can go into the settings to where basically you can take the on-screen buttons off, the navigation buttons, and you can do gestures. So you swipe over to the left for the back, and then you swipe over to the right for the recents tab. And then you can also hit it as like a home button. I tend to like that more because when the on-screen buttons are on the front, I have a tendency to want to hit that fingerprint reader as a home button.
Oh, yeah, I do that too.
So, because every other device that has a button on the front is like that, so I kind of find that a little bit frustrating. So I end up using the gestures a lot more because of that. But I like that they add that part in there.
Yeah.
But I wish that there's a lot of shame down here, and I just wish that they would have just went with capacitive buttons.
Yeah.
Instead, whether you like on-screen buttons or not, or do something like what the old OnePlus used to do. You could have the choice between the two. You could use capacitive, or you could use the on-screen buttons.
Yep.
But really, that's my only complaint about these devices. Really, like realizing that they're more along the budget or lower cost side. I know the Force costs more, and that's where it really comes down to. I don't think it's worth getting the Force over the Play.
And that's why I got the Moto Z2 Play. I was initially going to get the Force, but if you saw a few weeks ago, I posted some pictures of Mr. Jay Williams and myself, and he said, if you can only get one, you should get the Play. Well, I think he was absolutely right.
And if you like the mods, which the two mods that I have here, courtesy of Verizon, is the speaker and then the wireless charging power pack, which is pretty cool. Not like a complaint or whatever, but just it got me thinking about how the device is already thin, but when you add this, it's a little bit thicker.
Right.
I would almost rather than just make it thicker and have that extra battery power and wireless charging just already built in.
But this way they make more money with the extra mod.
I mean, it's pretty cool that they got that option or whatever. It's really like a thin device. But the crazy thing too is like the Force has less battery than the Play. So there's the big differences that you'll notice between the two is one, the Play has a headphone jack, the Force does not.
Right.
I have to try to get all this in order, but the Force has a dual camera versus a single camera setup. Right. So that's a bigger difference. And then of course you got some of the processors bigger on this, you got bigger storage on this. You've got a shatter-resistant screen on the Force and a higher resolution.
Oh, which reminds me, how's the scratching?
I've not gotten any scratching.
Okay. Because so many people are talking about, yes, it's shatterproof, but it scratches easily. I don't know.
And it's to kind of clear up that kind of conversation about that, it's the coating. It's not the screen that's necessarily scratching, it's the coating, but either way, it's scratching.
But it's not happening to you, so that's great.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a shield on there?
I don't. They're completely naked screens, naked phones, other than the mods.
Now, see, Joshua uses screen protectors. Most do. I do not ever use screen protectors, and I'm not comfortable with them. And for me, I carry two phones all the time. I never ever put my phone in a pocket with anything. It has to be by itself. So I never scratch my phones.
Yeah. I actually got this one booting up, but we can kind of do a sound test. Have you heard this? The Moto?
No, I haven't, and I'm jealous because I'm waiting for my free JBL mod to show up. I had to call Moto last night, and it's on its way finally.
So I'm going to try to get some royalty-free music going here.
There you go. All of us YouTubers are experts in royalty-free music.
I want to be able to play it, but like there's tons of songs that I would rather play that they're just copyrighted. Let's see if we can get a good one here. I don't know if it's going to be good or not.
Now he's shooting the main video. I'm just holding my camera video and we'll see what I get. Oh, that sounds awesome. That sounds great. That is awesome. Now, of course, he's made me want it that much more. Yeah. I had no idea because I've never heard of mod before.
Last year when just the first generation I got to play around with the speaker, I was pretty impressed with it. I think it's definitely, if you're going to get any of the mods, I would definitely go for this one the most.
Right.
With this new one with the wireless charging one, I like that because you can add that extra battery power to it.
Of course, I'm getting this one for free, but I think the wireless charging one will be the next one I get.
Yeah, there's the projector that you could get with it, but I wouldn't really see myself using that often. I would use this a lot more often in the wireless charging.
Now the gaming mod looks cool, but it's really expensive.
Yeah, there's the camera mod too, but then again, that's expensive. I probably wouldn't spend the money for it.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be using my phone for photography or videos, I'm just going to use the built-in camera.
Exactly.
If I want to use anything better, I'm going to be using the camera that I'm shooting with right now.
Exactly.
So, and it makes it pretty bulky, but that gaming mod does look pretty awesome.
It does.
Like, if I was into more mobile games like that,
Same with me.
I would definitely invest in that.
Yeah.
So that would definitely go towards that audience.
Yeah, my gaming extent is probably Mario Kart.
Yeah, I'll do some of the like when you're bored kind of games,
Exactly.
or Spades or something like that. That's my extended mobile gaming most of the time. But yeah, I guess to answer the question, Moto Z2 Force versus the Play. I mean, if you just want to spend the extra money and get some of like the better camera and all that kind of stuff, but in all reality, like the camera looks pretty similar.
Yeah.
And we'll post some samples on the screen so that we can see the difference between the two.
Exactly.
And you know, I mean, if you're going for the intricate details and things like that, if you're trying to get the absolute best for what the phone is offering, the Force would be the way to go for that. But
And battery-wise, the Z2 Play, I can tell you, it'll last me easily 2 solid days.
yeah, it's
But
got a good battery life.
Yeah,
for sure.
all the Moto phones this year seem to have great battery life.
Yep. So any other thoughts about the Z's?
No, that's about it for me.
All right.
I'm honored to be in a video with Bane Tech. This is the second time we've seen each other in the 3 years that I've been writing for his website. So
That's
I'm pretty,
awesome.
I think
Last
it's pretty
time was
cool.
the Big Andrew Barbecue.
Right, in 2015. Yeah.
Yeah, which was interesting because the last time we saw each other at the barbecue, they announced the Android software of that time, which was Marshmallow.
That's right.
So Android Marshmallow was introduced to us before it was released to the public.
Exactly.
And just yesterday, Android Oreo was
Yeah.
announced to the world.
And we're waiting for Oreo because my wife has the Pixel XL, so she'll be getting hers very quick. Android Central posted what phones will be getting it. Well, I've got 6 phones that'll be getting it, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right. Well, it's been good hanging out with you, George.
Absolutely.
And we'll catch you guys later.
All right. Thanks, guys.